First type of enrollment is what we call open enrollment. Open enrollment is what we think of when we think of a traditional membership. And if you're a coach or a service provider like I am, you're also going to be in the membership and you're going to be serving your clients all of the time. You're basically wearing all of the hats all of the time. Now, I'm not saying this to deter you from this method. I'm just letting you know this is one of the pros and cons. I have a membership, so do I still need to launch it? And the question really arose from this idea that because it's a membership, it's always open. So then how do you navigate around urgency or scarcity or FOMO or really deadlines in general when it's something that's always open? So in part one of this episode, we're really going to dive into different ways or different types of enrollment. The way that I see it, the way that I teach it is that with products, you generally have 3 different types of enrollment. There's a PDF that you can download directly in the show notes, and it's going to be everything that I'm talking about written down really simple, breaking the 3 different types of enrollment down. So here we go. First type of enrollment is what we call open enrollment. Open enrollment is what we think of when we think of a traditional membership. And if you're a coach or a service provider like I am, you're also going to be in the membership and you're going to be serving your clients all of the time. You're basically wearing all of the hats all of the time. Now, I'm not saying this to deter you from this method. I'm just letting you know this is one of the pros and cons. But with open enrollment, you, the service provider or the coach, you are essentially wearing all of the hats all of the time. In one breath, one part of your day, you're marketing and you're promoting, you're sort of gaining leads, you're warming up prospects, and maybe even having sales conversations. Then you shift into a different role, maybe an hour later, and now you're serving, you're in the programs, you're coaching the people. So with an open enrollment, there also is no cap to how much money you can make or how much impact you can make. Also with something like a membership, something that's more open enrollment, you might lean on your community a ton. You might have a massive community where they actually help doing some of the selling. They're helping with creating this feel of almost like FOMO for other people that aren't in the community and they want to be a part of it. So after open enrollment, we then move to rolling enrollment. Rolling enrollment is sort of a blend of open and then the traditional open closed, which is the third way. So it's sort of a marriage between the two. So I'm going to use our signature program Empower, which is our 12-week group coaching program as an example. When you're in Empower, we have 3 different phases that we bring you through. Each phase takes 1 month. So month 1 of Empower, we're doing all of the foundational elements. Month 2, we're working on marketing, and month 3, we're working on sales. So rolling enrollment is this idea that you can purchase and come in whenever you want. However, if you're in your first 4 weeks of the content inside of Empower, then you're only allowed to join coaching calls that are circled or themed on month 1 content, foundation content. And so you can have people joining your program at all times, but maybe they get bucketed or bracketed into a certain flow or a framework. Like I said, maybe they get put with a certain coach. Maybe content is dripped out to them. So they're sort of not open manually to like whatever they want, but you're manually dripping content to them, sort of keeping track of where they're at, making sure that they don't go ahead or behind. The third and final type of enrollment, and these are just the main basic types, there's many more. The third and final is the traditional open closed enrollment. So that's what we do for our signature program Empower. The doors are open for a certain amount of time. You can come in. In that time, we're sending emails. I'm doing social media. I'm probably doing podcast tour, IG lives. We're really pushing the content out. We're inviting people in. Maybe there's an application process, a sales call process. That's the time that we're also onboarding the clients. And so when we do an open closed enrollment, which we do for some of our programs and products, not all of them, we feel as a team, it gives us the ability to like really just fine tune focus on one particular thing for a short amount of time. So just a quick recap. We've got open enrollment. You can join anytime. Pros and cons for so many reasons. We've got rolling enrollment. You can join anytime, but you might get put into some sort of a system or framework that's going to keep you slightly organized and moving through it at a particular rate. And we have opened and closed enrollment, which is a very traditional school model of school starts, school ends. We all go together. All are great. There's a reason for all of them. We've used all of them in our business. Empower, which is our signature 12-week program, is open and closed enrollment. Beyond 6 Figures, which is our next level program for intermediate entrepreneurs who are already making 80 to 300K a year, that's rolling enrollment. They can join at any time and their 6 months start when they join. And then our elite mastermind is for really clients doing 350 up to $1 million a year, and that's open and closed enrollment, and you can only come in and you stay through the entire year, and it has those 3 in-person retreats. Interesting. There's no right or wrong. Go snag the download. You can just read through it. I give you a whole breakdown in there. It's a 1-page PDF. It's super easy. It's totally free. It's in the show notes. And then join me for part 2, because I'm going to answer the initial question of how do I launch? Do I still need to launch if it is open enrollment, something like a membership? I'll see you in episode part 2. Cheers to revolution.